Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. Hope you're having a good one. It's big news. Yeah, I mean, I woke up this morning middle of the night, and I did see that Bitcoin had taken a little bit of a dive, enough to make you think that, 50,000 wasn't within reach. Excuse my language. I'm just stammering this morning. What else happened? I found out that Sam Altman actually owns a big chunk of Reddit. The reason why I know this is because Reddit filed their S1 to go public on the New York Stock Exchange with the ticker symbol of RDDT. Something else I did not know. Reddit actually has a substantial holding of Bitcoin and Ethereum, as well as MATIC. Apparently, Ethereum and MATIC are the choices for their currencies on the platform. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of interesting. And Reddit is going to be a very big deal. It's going to be a very big deal. Sam Altman was actually very smart when he got involved with Reddit. Why is that? Reddit has a ton of information. It's not nearly the size of a Twitter or of a Facebook, but they have a lot of data that's been shared with them. A lot of data. And what do you need for AI? Yeah, you need data. And where you get that data matters. Reddit is a focal point that, where people are. So Reddit is the choice. That's actually a smart move. Something else that I found out this morning as I was doing my readings, BlackRock became the 11th largest holder of Bitcoin. 6.31 billion dollars worth of Bitcoin is what they hold right now. And Larry Fink says that Bitcoin is, an alternative wealth holding. And I'm sitting there and I'm saying to myself, when I listened to read what the ECB had said, the European Commission, I sat there and I was just like, are they flailing? Are they realizing that they're not going to beat Bitcoin? They're not going to beat crypto? So they're just releasing nonsense? Yes, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Europe does not know what to do with crypto. They don't know whether to embrace it or hate it. So they chose hate it. They chose hate. Woke up just one morning to said hate. And everybody's saying the same thing. What the hell is on your minds? What were you thinking by posting that? Just crazy. When you have multi-trillion-dollar institutions that are all over Bitcoin, they're not just all over Bitcoin. They're all over Bitcoin because their customers wanted it. Let that sink in a little bit. Why is BlackRock, Fidelity, 21 Shares, ARK Invest, why are all those companies, all those institutions all over Bitcoin? Their customers wanted it. Why are they buying up so much? Because their customers want it. Europe, I have no idea what's going on over there. I have no idea. What are you thinking? Come up with better regulation, take a pragmatic approach, develop something and develop a process, develop a framework so that companies can abide by, rules and everything else and stop putting up these fake barriers. That's what's going on around the world with these governments, because the control of money means the control of your people. And if you control your people, well, you control your people. And crypto moves away from that. And they don't like that. If the whole world winds up using crypto, then the whole world is the whole world, right? Like, the idea of country is usually not just around physical border, but it's also around monetary capability. Facts. Just do your history research. Those are facts. I should probably have a conversation with my brother or my daughter. They both specialize in history. So I look at that and I just kind of go, there are things that, are amiss. But that's not what I'd be talking about. I'd be looking at BlackRock, already number 11 on that list. And then I sit back and I wonder, how long is it going to be before they're number one? Here's something that I've been saying for a really long time that people aren't paying attention to. With all of these financial institutions, all these major financial institutions, right, getting involved in crypto, getting involved in Bitcoin specifically, that's going to chase out the retail investor, right? Because it's going to be too expensive to get your hands on Bitcoin. And Bitcoin will be, obviously the new gold. Cool, not a problem. Where does everybody go after that? Where do all the retailers go after that? Because Bitcoin is slow. Compared to other platforms, Bitcoin is slow. I can move money faster with Polygon. I can move money faster, definitely with Algo, Cardano, Solana, any number of platforms out there, Hashgraph, way faster than Bitcoin. So I'm not expecting Bitcoin for rapid commerce, right? Rapid commerce is when I walk to the store, I walk to the little bodega on the corner, right? I'm a kid from the Bronx. That's how it works. I walk to the bodega on the corner and I want a bag of chips. I'm not paying in Bitcoin. I'm going to pay in something that has really low fees and is fast. I can just go boop and walk the hell out. It's just like that. How does that happen? Well, it's going to happen with things like Stellar, the crazy, wicked fast, low rates, low fees, almost nothing. And that store owner doesn't have to pay credit card fees. Because me as the sender, I pay the fee for the send. They don't pay the fee for the receive. So if they set a price of 50 cents for a bag of chips, okay, $1 for a bag of chips, they get the whole dollar. Boom. Done. So I just really wonder what the ECB was thinking about, releasing that kind of statement. We have the SEC. It's funny. If the SEC could, they should get out of Texas. Why? I mean, so the other day I told you about, how legit.exchange is going after them, the company that owns it. I told you that yesterday. Who is that? I might be able to look at my notes right now. So Lejilex and Crypto Freedom Alliance of Texas are both going after the SEC for overreach. Well, guess what? Riot, Coinbase, and Kraken are doing the same thing in Texas, going after the SEC for overreach and lack of clear definition of what a security is. Wow. If there was a state that the SEC doesn't want to be in right now, it's definitely Texas. It's definitely Texas. Because they're getting their comeuppance. They're getting their comeuppance right now. And I don't think it's going to end there. I really don't think it's going to end there. They've got legal battles coming, and it's not the SEC chasing companies now. It's companies chasing the SEC. The industry is demanding proper regulatory oversight. I want you to think about that. The industry has been demanding for a while, and now it's becoming louder and louder and louder. They want consistent and fair regulatory oversight. Wow. If that's not mind-blowing, I don't know what is. Now, aside from that, I kept reading. I do my research every morning. I might even start just recording throughout the day whenever I decide I'm going to do research, and just record. Maybe I'll hit a live. Somebody asked me when I'm going to do a live. Maybe that's what I should do. All right, you guys give me your opinions, because I definitely want to know about that. But one of the co-founders of Axie Infinity had his Ronin wallets hacked. It's either I think it's wallets, because it was Ethereum that was stolen. I'm sorry, I'm just reading my notes. It was Ethereum that was stolen. No, it's just Ethereum from his Ronin wallet. Now I'm sitting back and I'm going, he's saying, hey, that has nothing to do with, no money off of Ronin, no customer money off of Ronin was stolen. Just his wallet, right? His wallet was affected. That's a big deal. That's a very big deal, because the money was the Ethereum was taken straight from there and dumped into Tornado Cash. That's basically where it gets mixed up and sent out to different places. That's a very big deal, because he's not a lightweight. He's not somebody that doesn't know, how things work. He had $9.5 million that was stolen. I hope he gets some of it back. I don't think he'll get all of it back. But that's kind of a big deal. So I'm paying attention to any kind of hacks and things like that. Why? Because I don't want to be hacked. I want to figure out where should I have my stuff, which is why I still use hardware wallets. That's a very big deal. I still use hardware wallets. I use the equivalent of paper wallets. Yeah. I have a spot where I keep my keys on paper, not electronic. I use hardware wallets. For all intents and purposes, that, I'm using cold storage. Yes, I do have hot wallets, but those are for specific transactions that I know are going to happen within a specific span of time. Just saying, it's kind of a big deal. Something else I read this morning. Apparently miners have been selling it. I figured miners had been selling it, hadn't totally died off, but the amount that miners had been selling, I never even thought about. So let me break it down for you. 700,000 BTC was given to over-the-counter desks, meaning they didn't want their huge ass transactions to affect price. But it affects price because sooner or later it comes out, 700,000. Somebody's gonna find out, and things are gonna take a hit. They needed to make their money. It's gonna be harder for them to actually mine Bitcoin. It's gonna take more rigs to make the same amount of money that they're making now, which means they're probably not gonna make the same amount of money. They will make money, but they need to buy more rigs, and they probably wanted to take a little profit off the table. Not mad, but that's a lot. That's a lot, right? So something else was apparently CW404 was an injective. Is that on injective? I believe it is on injective. Yeah, injective introduces game-changing CW404 standard, bringing Ethereum investments to the network. Wow, that's big. That's an article that I released earlier this morning. So there's a lot going on. Like literally, I'm up crazy early, and sometimes I'm tired, and I really do have to read my notes because I hate giving bad information. I have a problem with that. And sometimes I'll make corrections throughout the day. I'll just be like, dang, I messed up on that. And I do mess up. I'm not perfect. That's why I keep asking you guys, if you see something that I said that was incorrect or you disagree with, let me know. And I've got good friends out there that do let me know. Morgan tells me, Peter tells me, Charles tells me, Red Robin tells me, really Spence, thanks. But there are people that, hey, you messed up, or hey, thanks for that. I did not know. Right? There's a whole bunch of stuff that I don't know. I didn't know that Block was involved in crypto so much. I mean, I knew that Block has Cash App and they're doing that, but Block saw $270 million in profit because of crypto, because of Bitcoin. And yes, I spoke about Block and PayPal specifically in my upcoming book. Only reason why is because they are alternative on-ramps and off-ramps for crypto. They're not exchanges, right? And PayPal has crazy rules. Like you can't trade off of PayPal. You can buy crypto on PayPal, but you can't trade it. Like I can't sell it to somebody. I can't cash out. So basically, I'm using PayPal as like a bank for crypto, which is why I won't buy crypto on PayPal. Not your keys, not your wallet. I will use from time to time Cash App as an on-ramp. Like maybe I just need to do something real fast. I will snatch up Bitcoin on Cash App and then shoot that over to one of my other wallets to do whatever transaction I need to do. But this is after I'm doing all the math to see, am I going to make money on all these transactions or am I not going to make money? Because I'm trying to diminish the amount of fees that I pay or keep it to a minimum. And sometimes I actually make money, on some of these. I've been known to do an extra transaction during a single process, to put in another step just so I can either break even on fees or make money on the fees. Why not? Right? I'm not here to lose money. You know, that's not the ticket. Anyway, you know what we should do? We should get into the news. Get into the numbers. That's what we should do. So let me take my notes down. So here we are. Right now, everything, if you're looking for the downside, up to here. So about up to 18 is where you're seeing everything, take a dive. Ronin, you expect it to take a dive. I expect it to take more of a dive later. It's at 5% now, but I'm expecting it to go deeper again. And then I expect it to pick back up again, of course. Let's see. Celestia, TIA is down 6%. Who else is our BitTensor is down 7%. That makes sense. Immutable is down 7%. Who else? Dog with Hat, another big move, 8% down. Helium is down 9%. Helium Mobile is down 9%. So a lot of people taking advantage of the swings, right? They're really taking advantage of the swings. Who's on the upside? What's this craziness? So everything over here is on the upside. Let's see. Flow is up. I haven't touched Flow in a really long time. I used to have a nice bag of Flow, and it's up 6%. Singularity.net, still an AI play. They're all about AI, up 6%. That's since it's actually up 7%. Sorry. They've been up since yesterday. AI plays are going to go up big. Just expect it. Filecoin, a part of DPINs, right? Decentralized physical infrastructure networks, DPINs. That's Filecoin, Arweave are both a part of that. So Filecoin is up 8%. Render is up 9%. I've been hearing a lot of noise about Starknet, but I haven't really, taken a deep dive into what they do or anything else like that. So don't ask me just yet. I haven't done it. Does anybody else play around with Starknet? Let me know. I'd like to know. I'd like to get your feeling on that. I don't pay attention to CeeLo. I have like $5 from like 50 bazillion years ago when I think I took a class on, not a class, but I took one of those little quiz things on Coinbase and got a couple of bucks on CeeLo. Let's see, Xi. I like Xi. I'm thinking about getting into Xi. I should get into Xi. 12% is the upswing. Mucking around with Pepe, just not happening. Flare is up 15%, and that's it for what I'm looking at, right? And then we have, let's see. There's nothing really going on. We got the numbers yesterday. We got the minutes the other day. So nothing really going on. 76 from 74 yesterday. I'm expecting it to take a little bit of a hit only because of the numbers that we're going to see in a little bit. Because look at that. We're in the 50,000 range now. Bitcoin is at 50,985. So I'm expecting the fear and greed index to go down tomorrow. DeFi Llama, we had 98 billion in total value locked yesterday. Now we're down to 96, so about a $2 billion move in the negative direction. It happens. Not going to freak out about it, but I do like paying attention to what's going on in TVL. Why is this? It's not looking right. So you see how much this is? That's not what we were doing here. There you go. That's mucho bettero. It's weird. All right, I'm gonna have to fix that. I'll fix it some other time, not now. But now we go over to where my bands are. So we have the yellow bands all the way down here. Then you have that no man's land because we were there for such a short time. And then again, I told you we're going to be moving sideways for a little bit, and we are. We have that. We have a band right now between 48,862 and 52,678. So sorry, 628. We're going to move sideways for a little bit. And right now, that's all we're doing is moving a little bit sideways. So right now, what am I thinking? I'm thinking I'm glad I have my DCA coming up. That's what I'm thinking. Because right now at 50,000 and change, yeah, I'm going to buy some more Bitcoin. It really is that simple. Looking at the big board, you can see everybody's red, but I want you to pay attention to something. Do you see this ETH number, 2931? That's a big number. That's a very big number. So I'm still in it to win it. Solana's taken a big dive. They're almost at $100. I mean, look at that, 101.75. It's not where I want to see them. Cardano less than 60 cents, not where I want to see it. XRP below 55 cents, not where I want to see it. Right? But I will say for certain of these coins, taking that pull back, that's where I want to be. That's where I want to start buying in. These are low numbers to me. Link being down below 20, being down below 18, not where I want to see it, but I'm going to buy in. Why? Because it's at 1782. The numbers that we're seeing now, once Bitcoin starts going up, one ship rises, all ships rise. Some numbers we're just straight up not going to see again. So I'm just all about the DCA, right? This is why I told you to pay attention to Ethereum. Just look at this number, year to date, 28%. Look at Bitcoin, 20%. Ethereum rose. Ethereum is outpacing Bitcoin. They were neck and neck for a little bit. Bitcoin was better. These are the things that I'm telling people to pay attention to. It's, you have two great coins, but how do they perform against each other? Or let's look at this coin and look at all the other coins that are doing the same thing, the projects that have the same focus, and see how, which one is doing what. Somebody asked me the other day, hey, do you have a service that would, review portfolios? I don't give financial advice. I give advice on this, but I don't give financial advice. I don't tell you what to buy, but I'll give you ideas on how to do your own research. Right? I can compare, Filecoin to Arweave. They're in the same exact space. Which one do you like better? Well, which one has the better technology? My friend is in that space and he believes in Arweave. So I kind of believe in Arweave because he's more of an expert in that space than I am. And you want to know how he got involved in Arweave? He got involved in Arweave coming from Microsoft SharePoint. He used to be a SharePoint administrator. So when it comes to file management, yeah, he has more than just a little bit of a background. So if he chose Arweave over Filecoin, I'm going to pay attention to that. His name is Phil. I actually hired him to do some SharePoint work for me at one time. So yeah, I pay attention to that. He's a good guy. Anyway, this is Eddie Joe on crypto for growmybag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do, drop me a note on growmybag.tv. And if you don't like what I'm doing, give me some suggestions about how I can make it better for you. But do me a favor. Don't come on here saying that, Bitcoin is full of it. And that's not what we're here for. That's not what we're here for. If you don't like what I'm talking about, I'm not going to get upset if you don't want to watch me. I'm not going to get mad. Everybody has their own thing and, it's cool. But I don't need you, telling the community that, what they're doing is stupid or something like that. That's not cool. That's really not cool. All right. So I hope you have a good one. It's a weekend. So now I'm going to be doing a lot of research. And yes, you did hear me say I'm working on a book. I'm hoping to have it out, within a couple of weeks. It's big. We'll have the book. We'll have the class. And there's more coming. Anyway, this is Eddie Joe on crypto. Have a good one. Bye-bye.